Great. Thank you so much, David. And you've done a great job as moderator.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
Thank you.
I also want to thank our organizing committee, David again, Melissa, Janet, Carolyn, Roger, and Jacob. Each of you made this week's event happen in all of its Zoom complexity. The summit also could not have happened in an accessible way without the support from each and every one of our interpreters and accessibility support persons. Each of you present a bridge between two worlds for many folks, and we thank you for dedicating your life to making inclusion a reality for those of whom these supports facilitate inclusion and belonging. We thank you. Keep up the great work. Every single one of our speakers and panelists brought their A game to the summit. We thank you for saying a resounding yes when we invited you to speak or present, and we look forward to welcoming you back around the same time as Melissa shared next year for the 2022 summit, so stay tuned. We acknowledge the funding support of Employment and Social Development Canada, as well as the National Research Council of Canada. Realize as a nonprofit literally could not host these nationally significant events without appropriate funding. So for that support, we say thanks again. Most importantly, but by no means least, we thank you, each of you, the participants of the summit who joined us from coast to coast to coast, each of the 3 days. And what an amazing 3 days we've had together. The Realize team, as Melissa shared, has exciting initiatives in the pipeline. You won't want to miss out on any of these opportunities, so please stay connected with us by signing up to our newsletter via our website, and please add this in the chat as well, www.realizecanada.org. As Melissa shared, the National Action Plan on Episodic Disabilities will not be a document that will be sitting on a shelf somewhere gathering dust, or for a more modern reference, will not be sitting in a laptop or a cloud somewhere. This will be a roadmap for collective impact by all of us in the disability movement. At Realize, we are committed to building a national action plan on episodic disability that is intersectional and framed within an ideal perspective. And what exactly is ideal? I'm glad that you asked that question. Ideal for us at Realize is inclusion, diversity, equity, and accessibility leading to belonging. Ideal. We hope that we'll be able to count on each of you to join us in that movement. So it's my pleasure to welcome back Valerie Nicholson, our meeting elder, who will close the summit and send us on our way in a good way. Welcome back, Elder Valerie.
Thank you, Wiela and Tammy, so much. And I'm just going to try and share my screen, if that is okay. Thank you. I'll just carry on. It seems that I'm still not able to share my screen for the closing slides. Kwe, Ninda Luisi Valerie. The name given to me 4 days after my birth was the one the Eagles watch over. I was gifted
you
the name.
You can share now, Val.
Okay, thank you. Gifted the name Nodi Wenda, which means wolf eyes, and Auntie from the Torres Strait Islanders. I am a mother and a grandmother, and I live with PTSD and HIV. I acknowledge all the ancestral traditional territories, lands, and waters across Turtle Island and all the lands around Mother Earth where we work, play, live, and especially learn from. And learn from this knowledge exchange, this National Summit on Episodic Disabilities and Unemployment. I acknowledge the unceded ancestral traditional lands and waters of the Coast Salish. This is where I connect my mind, body, heart, and spirit, and from where I'm speaking from today. I honor the Tsleil-Waututh, the Squamish, and the Musqueam. New knowledge is old knowledge to new people. I thank all of you for your dedication and passion and all the work that you do. I honor your journeys. As teachers, we are learners, and as learners, we are teachers. These presentations and voices have shown us, and I'll use a quote I heard today, we are pulling back the curtain and that we all belong. A teaching from my Mi'kmaq grandfather. He asked me, if you were to walk 100 miles, how much would you carry? I thought of how much would go in my backpack, and he let me think about this for a while. And then he asked me once more, if you were to walk 100 miles, how much would you carry up here, pointing to my head? This is teaching us our mind health and not to carry what is not ours to carry. It weighs us down. We need to let it go. And a teaching from my grandmother. She said, we need to sit in nature for 20 minutes a day, unless we are busy. Then we need to sit in nature for 60 minutes a day, teaching us about our body health. A Haida teaching that I was gifted. If you are questioning or need answers, go and find a young tree, hug it or put your hands on it. Thank the tree and ask your question or your intention and listen. Then find an old tree, hug the tree and or put your hands on it. Thank the tree and ask the same question. Listen and feel the differences. Teaching our connection of our spirit to nature, to teach us to heal, to teach, and to follow our hearts. I acknowledge all lands on our Mother Earth, and we're all indigenous from our ancestral lands, and our ancestors walk with us, and we carry our teachings. We learn from each other, and most of all, we learn from what was here before us. We are the change agents to actively making a better world, challenging for positive, healthy change. I raise my hands to you. You are the change warriors. And for my teachings, the past is always present. We learn, we grow, we change. We were all gifted the very first medicines. Our medicine, air. Take a deep breath in and feel the energy. And as we take that deep breath in, as we let it out, let go everything that we don't need to carry. And as we pull another deep breath in, let it push right up to our shoulders and push off what we don't need to carry right now. And as we take that next deep breath in, and as we let and release all those insecurities and questionings. And as we need the things that we've pushed off our shoulders, we can bring them back one at a time and be renewed. Air teaches us gratitude, to be grateful for all our yesterdays that we have learned from, for our todays where we do our work, and to all our tomorrows that we will teach to and change. Water. Water teaches us relationships, ever moving, ever changing, has movement and takes on many forms. The ocean with its tides and waves, lakes being calm, rivers and waterfalls that show us that we can change and challenge, rain that is cleansing, snow and frost that teaches us to slow down and rest, the dewdrops, the start of a new day of renewal, and tears that can be salty or sweet. Fire teaches us new beginnings, and grandfather sun warms us and grows our plants, trees, and medicines. The fire warms us and shows us and teaches us the passions of life. Earth that teaches us responsibilities to oneself, others, family, all that is on Mother Earth, from the grandfather rocks, the trees, the plants, the winged ones, the waters, the finned ones, the four-legged, the crawlers, and the slitherers. This is all our relations. Courage is represented by the bear in my teachings. The mother bear has the courage and strength to face her fears and challenges while protecting her young. The bear also shows us how to live a balanced life with rest, survival, and play. To face life with courage is to know bravery. Find your inner strength to face the difficulties of life and the courage to be yourself. Defend what you believe in and what is right for your community, your family, and yourself. Make positive choices and have conviction in your decisions. Face your fears and allow yourself to live your life. The bear stands tall to remind us of the teachings of courage. Listen to your heart. It takes courage to do what is right. Thank you for this day and the work and the voices of wisdom that we heard today. To those that shared their stories, that takes courage. I honor that journey. I'd like you to thank those that keep our home fires burning so that we can do this work with dedication and in a good way. I ask you to give yourselves a hug and take time to say to yourself, I love you. We are change warriors together. Wielan, Nasamat, we are all one people, all my relations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elder Valerie, and goodbye, everyone. Have a great weekend. Bye.